Chris Letang from the Pens. We have PK Subban, which is my personal favorite in this one, from Montreal. And then we have Ryan Suter from Minnesota.
Yeah, that's all players that have never won the Norris, by the way.
Oh, really? Okay, that's good. That's good.
I found that out.
I think PK Subban's going to get this one. I think he's really, really good. We have my personal favorite, the Vezina.
Of course.
And we have Bobrovsky from Columbus. We have...
I hear Kim clapping in the background on that one.
I did hear that. We have quote-unquote King Henrik, which I still don't agree with that.
I've never agreed with that. That's the New York media for you.
Yeah, he sucks. Well, anyway, he's nominated. He's not going to win. And then we have Antti Niemi from the San Jose Sharks.
That's a nice surprise.
I'm going to go with Bobrovsky with this one just because.
You're welcome, Kim. For me.
You're welcome, Kim. You're welcome. And then the one that was just announced.
Yes. While we were doing the Deb interview that came up on my phone.
Yeah, it's the Ted Lindsay, which was which one is that? The MVP of the regular season, I think.
I think so. What is it? Am I right, Kim?
I'm not sure.
Okay, I think you're right.
I want to say it's MVP for the regular season. You have your top three. You have Sidney Crosby from the Pittsburgh Penguins. You have Ovi from Washington, and then you have Martin St. Louis from the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Wow. That's not a bad list. That broke right in the middle of the Deb interview, so I'm over here trying to type this up for you as we're talking. Any big surprises in here? For anybody here on these lists so far? What do you think, Kim?
I'm not really
surprised.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with the Rookie of the Year ones, to be completely honest.
The only one I know is Haberdar. That's the only one that I know out of the three.
Well, yeah, I did. Yeah, that's true. I did hear of him. But, yeah, I mean, the MVP rookie, the MVP regular season, I think that's stacked. I mean, that's going to be a tough one to pick. Because all three of them really could just, they could win it.
All right. Well, let's get this out of the way real fast. The NHL, unfortunately, as we just discussed with Deb, is not doing a traditional ceremony in Vegas. Sad. That's sad. I don't know why they couldn't do it in Canada, but that's a different story. They will be announcing the winners sometime during the finals. I don't know how they're doing this yet. They haven't quite figured this out yet. And did we lose Kim?
I'm still here.
Okay, it's just not coming up on my screen. That's all. All right, cool. So, what we're going to do on our shows here, over on Riley Sports Talk, three of us, if it's okay here, is going to sit down and we're going to do some full predictions. Tentatively, we're going to try to do this on June 6th. We'll see what happens scheduling-wise. That's what it looks like so far. Sound good?
Yeah, I'm good.
I know you're good, Sal. We're going to have to do everything tonight soon in June. All right. Let's get to the World Championship, because last week we were discussing this, and things actually got started the day after the show. First of all, Team USA, they are now 3-1 after beating Finland last night. They've actually beaten Austria, Latvia. They lost to Russia, and of course beat Finland last night. Our boy Steven Gianta got a goal last night, so that's awesome. And Paul Stastny's actually tied for the leader in the tournament for scoring. So that's pretty cool.
All right.
Well, Sal, how are our Devils doing in the tournament so far?
Well, we have Mr. Kovy, who is representing Russia. He currently has 5 goals and 2 assists. We have Henrik Tillander, who is representing Sweden with a goal and an assist each. We have the newcomer Andrei Loktionov representing Russia with an assist. Just like you mentioned, we have Gio with 1 goal. And we have Mr. Ryan Carter, who has a big fat 0 so far.
And Kim, how about your Flyers?
Well, Giroux, he helped Team Canada to a 7-1 win over Team Norway on Tuesday.
Wow.
He had a goal and an assist. And Brizgalov, 19 saves on 22 shots in a 5-3 win over the U.S.
Nice. All right. I believe that's all we got in the sports department, or I should say the hockey department here. We aren't covering anything but hockey today. So, Kim, thank you for coming on the show again today.
Thank you guys for having me.
Anytime. And we'll let you go for the morning, and we will we'll go to another musical break, and we'll be right back. Sound good, Sal?
Let's do it. All right, that was Uptight, Everything is All Right from Glee this week. They actually did a Stevie Wonder themed show. Nice.
Which was a lot of fun. Real quick, tomorrow, Glee is actually ending 2 nights for the season. Tonight is regionals, and that is it for the season. Tomorrow, me and Andy will be sitting down on Pucks and Polish to go through the best and the worst songs on Glee for season 4.
That's going to be fun.
So that'll be a lot of fun tomorrow morning. Well, before we get into our normal topics of discussion, I have to do this. This morning, Joe, who will be on our show throughout the summer to talk about various concerts he's going to. He actually got a really good deal to go to a bunch of country concerts over the summer at the PNC Arts Center, so he'll be doing that.
Oh, good for him.
So he's got a list, and it's all up on the schedule I sent you. But, so I asked him, who's opening for Blake Shelton and Tim McGraw? Because I couldn't find it. It wasn't on his tickets. So then he texts me. He says, well, I don't know the band, so I'll just send them to you so you can tell me. Sal, would you like to know who's opening for Blake Shelton and Tim McGraw that he didn't know who they were?
Who?
Okay. Easton Corbin, Janet Kramer, Brantley Gilbert, and Love Incest.
And he's never heard of them.
He's never heard of them. Can you believe that?
Okay.
I could understand. I could understand Janet Kramer.
Right.
The rest of them I don't get. I don't understand.
This is what happens when you don't have a country radio station until like a few months ago.
Well, he's blaming his daughters because he listens to 200 all the time.
Oh, BS.
Yeah, he's blaming them.
They don't control the radio 24/7.
Yeah, isn't he have a car radio when they're not in it? I told him to invest in Spotify.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's actually get into some stuff here. All right, first of all, Celebrity Apprentice. The show I happen to turn on and turn off the fights in Ottawa, Toronto. We are down to the final 4.
Wow.
Already. And I have the numbers here for the charity numbers, which I'm actually really impressed by.
Yeah,
Little John,
pretty impressive.
Yeah, Little John has raised $40,000 to the American Diabetes Association. Trace Atkins has raised $710,072 for the American Red Cross.
That's impressive.
Penn Gillette has raised $60,000 for Opportunity Village. And Lisa Renna has raised $504,505 for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
That's impressive.
So those are the numbers going to what looks like going to be the finale or part 1 of the finale this Sunday. Now, I promised you this week, Gary Busey obviously was fired and wasn't on the show this week. He'll be back next week, though.
Yay.
As part of the group that's going to help the final 2. But I went back in time to a clip that was referenced actually on the show by Dad a couple of weeks ago.
I have got pepperoni. Wherever it lands, that's where the miracle will happen.
When I put on the pepperoni prophet costume, all the lights came on in Manhattan.
Oh, my God.
Pepperoni Prophet, Gary Brucey.
The one and only.
Yes, the one and only. Like I said, he'll be back on Sunday, so hopefully I can get something good out of that. All right. Speaking of finales, Sal, let's do your Big Brother Canada update for the season finale of Big Brother Canada.
Season finale was last week. You know what? A lot happened, and there was a lot of controversy associated with this season finale. Nothing like I had ever seen. Final three came down to Mr. Glitter Gary, who was voted back in to the House from Canada. And then we had the power couple, Emmett and Jillian, who was better known as Jemmett, were in the final three. If you're familiar with the show, you know that the final HOH competition is broken down into three. And we had the first winner, which was Emmett. He won the round one. And then Gary pulled out a squeaker of a finisher for round two, beating Jillian. And then it came down to Emmett and Gary in the final HOH competition. And it was one of those true or false ones. And, you have a 50-50 chance. They literally answered every question the same except for the last one. And the last one was the deciding vote. Gary became the final HOH of the season in a complete shocker because, Emmett and Jillian were the favorites. Came down to voting time. He had like 5 minutes to make a decision, and he stabbed Emmett in the back. He promised him final two and decided to send him packing, and so he chose Jillian. So it was Gary and Jillian in the final two. Now, here's where the controversy starts. Voting, as you know, all the 7 house guests, the final 7 house guests that get eliminated, go to jury, and then they decide the winner of Big Brother. There was, and I wish there was a clip for this, and I was going to actually ask you if you could play a clip for it, but I couldn't seem to find anything that was good enough.
It's kind of hard to find the Canada feed, unfortunately, for any clips. That's why we haven't been playing any outside of the theme song.
Yeah. But there was one vote that was a mistake vote, and it was very, very interesting the way it went down. Topaz, who was eliminated, I want to say about a month ago, about like 3 weeks ago. She, I guess, just force of habit, because you're just so used to voting for who you want to evict from the house, went up to the podium and actually voted for the wrong person. She meant to vote for Gary, her BFF in the house, wound up voting for Jillian instead.
Wow.
It was bad, because in the middle of the show when her key got pulled, Topaz just stood up from the area where the jurors were sitting, and she's like, wait, no, that's a mistake, that's not who I voted for. And she walks down the stage, and she goes over to Arissa, the host, and she's like, no, somebody switched my vote. I did not vote for her. I would never vote for her. They had to cut to commercial because she was causing mayhem. And they came back from commercial. They actually everything's taped there. They replayed a different angle of her voting, where you actually saw her take the key out with the name on it and put it in the podium, and she had put Jillian's name in there. So without even thinking about it, I think she was still in that mode where she wanted to vote for who she wanted not to win. And it winded up coming down that Jillian won the Big Brother competition by a vote of 4-3. Her mistake cost Gary the victory.
Wow.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like that. It was drama. At first, it looked a little staged, I'm not going to lie. But you can tell afterwards, just by the chaos and the pandemonium, because there was a lot of people talking in Arissa's ear at that point, because I kept seeing her hold her earpiece to her ear, like to hear what the producers were saying. It really, it was just drama, and it really made for a good episode. But unfortunately for Gary, who should have been the winner, he winded up losing because of a costly mistake.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yep.
Well, that season's over now. And we got the breaking news for Big Brother 15.
Woohoo!
We will have, for the first time in a long time, all new house guests.
I'm excited only because of the fact that I almost felt like the past 3 seasons or whatever it was, they kept putting in these